The US Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, has concluded her controversial trip to Taiwan. China responded to the visit by conducting a round of military drills in seas around Taiwan, some of which China admits may breach Taiwan's territorial waters. Joining us live now is the political scientist at the University of Virginia, Larry Sabato. Larry, good morning to you. So do you think military drills will be it in terms of a response?
Well, I think we all hope so. And the people who follow this most closely say that is the likely response. China has gotten over worse before, so I suppose that can happen again. This was really unexpected that the reaction would be as strong as it already has been.
From China?
From China, yes.
It could, I suppose, you know, people were talking about a whole lot more. I mean, potentially the firing of missiles into waters. So it could be worse, though, right?
Oh, it could be worse, but that doesn't really serve China's interests. This is a Speaker of the House of Representatives who will almost certainly be retiring as of next year. And it's not as though other speakers haven't visited, although the last one was a long time ago. Conservative Newt Gingrich visited Taiwan. So, you know, I think basically it was a lot of bark and not very much bite. And again, that's our hope.
So she was right to go, in your view?
Oh, she's been very consistent about this. Yes, I see no problem with it. And by the way, the Biden administration was more upset with her than Republicans were. Half of the Republican U.S. Senate caucus issued a congratulatory statement to her, thanking her for going, headed by Mitch McConnell, the minority leader.
So what does this mean, big picture, Larry, if China sees this as an offence, all right, that a high-profile, high-ranking official has gone from the US, the highest in a long time, as we just talked about, went to Taiwan, and all that China has conducted is a couple of military drills in its waters. What does that say to you?
Well, it says that they understand there would be a tremendous price to pay if they escalated matters beyond that. It doesn't mean they never will, and some are fearful that eventually a military takeover or attempted takeover of Taiwan is inevitable. But for China, there are going to be major costs too. And I should add, both parties in the United States are pretty anti-China. That is one subject, one topic that actually unites Democrats and Republicans.
What's your view on a timeline in terms of when you think, because I think most people, like you just said there, believe it's an inevitability that China it wants Taiwan back. Have you got a timeline on when you think that might happen?
No, I suspect if they were to do it, they would do it at a time when the United States and its allies were busy with other world problems and probably had their hands full militarily and otherwise. They would do it at a time when they thought they could get away with it easiest. I don't know that there will ever be such a time, but if you're going to do it, you would do it with a weakened president and a weakened set of allies.
Yeah, I know it was said this morning that some provocations are necessary. This is a point that was made about Nancy Pelosi's visit. Do you agree with that?
I do, and you know, she has had a very tough view on China since Tiananmen Square, and she's demonstrated it in Tiananmen Square even before she was Speaker. So this is not a surprise. It is consistent with her entire record, and is being supported by large groups of both parties.